We're here to witness the touchdown that Travis Kelce's relationship with Taylor Swift is about to produce. Talk of the town is about the two of them, and even Ice Spice.
Shout out to Taylor motherfucking Swift! I love you!
I'm a bad girl.
And I love karma too, bitch!
Of all people, is making her girl feel special. Like a good wine, Travis and Swift's relationship has aged well. If we're being really honest, the two had been sowing the seeds for this relationship far earlier than September of last year when they began dating. That gives us a great reason to give you guys a rundown of our entire relationship. Considering how cute these two are, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Where did it all start? This conversation about the two took place for the first time in 2016. In a risky game of kiss, marry, kill, Kelce chose between Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, and Katy Perry during an interview. He finally went with kiss as Swift's option, despite the fact that it was a very difficult choice. Not much was known about this interview for the next 7 years. We also want to acknowledge the influence of social media. In their own YouTube podcast, NFL players Travis and Jason have now disclosed some startling information about Swift and Kelce. Well, Trav did most of the talking. Travis bemoaned his disappointment at missing Swift's appearance at the 2023 Eras Tour stop in Kansas City, Missouri. Given that she performs 45 songs in a single concert, Jason, who calls him the Big Yeti, expressed disappointment that she doesn't speak to fans before or after her performances. But now it wasn't just about talking to her. Was this a trap? By giving the Swiftie leader a friendship bracelet bearing his phone number, Trav hoped to make his move. Adorable moments exist. Sadly, though, he was unable to do so because she does not host meet and greets following the performance. Sibling Jason interjected, asking if he was referring to providing his phone number or his jersey number. Then Travis said to him, "I wonder which brother you wink at." Then Travis turned the conversation around by complimenting Swift's show. Wink wondered if Taylor Swift would agree to this specific question, and she answered, "Well, we all got our answer after 2 months love story. Huge props to the Swifties." I'd like to take a moment to appreciate the Eagly A, who have access to more updates than any CIA officer. Swift flaunted an opal ring in a video that she shared on social media. We soon came to the conclusion that Trav gave it to the fan in her 20s because surprise, opal is his birthstone. Swift may have given away that she's at last in a relationship with the tight end of the Kansas City Chiefs, but it wasn't long before it became clear that the hint came from a close friend, because TNT had a busy September of last year. According to the messenger, Swift and Kelce had been secretly hanging out, and she had paid him a visit a few weeks prior while she was in New York City. Declared, "We're kidding. We had Swifties out here in mid-September, hoping this wasn't another Jake Gyllenhaal. Joe wasn't, and most of it wasn't a Maddie Healy situation. Alwyn, you guys really made this girl's life more difficult." Other news sources seized upon Messenger's story to intensify the drama, with sources quickly denying that the two were romantically involved. Yan, we all know there's more to this story than meets the eye, and when we're talking about one of the biggest pop stars of this generation, things don't stay under the radar for very long. These managed to somehow get our boy Jason to spill the beans. Thankfully, he respected his brother's privacy and didn't pull a Tom Holland. He laughed it off and said that he had no idea what was going on, but that his brother was having fun when one of the interviewers tried to get him to talk about something that the whole Taylor Swift fan base would have liked to know. It should go without saying, if one has the ability to read between the lines. However, Jason gets full marks from us for controlling the situation and holding back. Or did he only know that? It's not exactly besties, as Jason jokingly confirmed all the rumors circulating online in less than a week. Or did he? Here's the full interview with Jason, which aired on Odyssey Sports Radio 49 WIP, where he was asked to give Taylor Swift and his brother the lowdown. He claimed that not knowing what's going on in his brother's romantic life makes it difficult for him to respond. He then goes on to sort of end curiosity by laying everything out in public. He claims that everything about Trav is true and that he is doing great. He also hopes that this device has a long range. He then takes back his remarks, claiming to have been joking and not knowing what was going on. let's all be grateful that Jason Kelce decided to play football rather than become a comedian. The same day, suddenly, a source close to Swift released a statement. Things were heating up quickly at this point. We are aware of Travis's inner thoughts by this point, but what about Tay-Tay? News quickly spread that the NFL veteran had invited Swift to his game during an interview on the Pat McAfee show, following the conclusion of Jason's interviews in various locations. Does she attend the match? Here's what happens next as we wait to find out. Travis then makes a small jab at the press, claiming that they brought Jason along for interviews in order to validate Travis's alleged dating life. Big T ends this conversation by claiming that his brother is not very knowledgeable. He's the one who will deliver the news about Travis and Swift to anyone who is open to hearing about it. And that's when Trav said what we all really wanted to hear. He says she has to make the final decision because he put the ball in her court. He says they'll see where the future takes them together. Looking back, what he said at the time seems pretty bold, but Trav was keeping his relationship cards close to his vest. He wouldn't be saying all of this live on TV if things weren't going well. How did things go from here then? Do you recall the game that he asked Taylor to? She did, in fact, go to that game, and even better, she was photographed there with Mama Kelce. We're about to meet the guy's family, Miss Taylor Swift. Do we play well? Swift met Travis's family for the first time, and according to later reports, things went rather well. Everyone was looking forward to the post-game. For the first time, Travis and Swift were spotted hanging out so publicly as they left the game together. Was there a hint of love? It appears so because the next part of the story is even more engaging. Has anyone mentioned rumors? Conversation started to flow, revealing that Travis and Swift are spending a lot of time together. According to a source, Swift will jump right in if she thinks Travis is the right guy. She enjoys her life to the fullest and is content with it as it is. The pair spent the entire evening together at an October SNL event, hanging out and getting close to one another. It's crazy how much they seem to be in love right now. Returning to the event, though, the two of them would beat up opponents before approaching one another for a kiss or an embrace. You truly are a man of greatness, Travis Kelce, and you are spreading joy to all the Swifties in the world. The world finally saw the two in a long-awaited photo on October 23rd. The cherry on top was when Trav was out in public and someone yelled at Taylor's boyfriend, to which he responded with a classic fist pump. It showed Taylor smoozing the big Yeti. Oh my, guys who are in love are just different, aren't they? But this is the best option available. After the show in November 2023, while on her Eras tour in Argentina, she rushed into her lover's arms and planted a kiss on him. The pop sensation ran off the stage and into Kelce's arms after her performance on Saturday, kissing him in front of her fans. If anything, this gives us a hint as to what lies ahead for these two. The best part is how well they're managing their relationship in addition to their amazing careers. We get the impression that an official announcement will be made eventually, and whoever predicted they wouldn't last this long is probably eating their words right now. Both Swift and Travis have shown a great deal of patience in waiting for this relationship to blossom. We'll be here to spill some steaming hot tea with all the Swifties as we watch these two continue their amazing life together. If you believe that the Swelcy relationship is here to stay, please let us know in the comments.